It's known as one of the best salmon fishing rivers in the world. But looking out onto the River Tweed now, you wouldn't know it. It's hard to spot anyone casting a line. Experts say that is down to the recent heatwave, making for poor fishing conditions.
The rising river temperatures and extremely shallow water don't favour fishing at all. The long dry spell we're currently experiencing is having a very depressed effect on the angling on the river, and it's extremely worrying for all businesses connected with the river, the Tweed proprietors who let the fishing and the businesses that rely on anglers coming to the area, such as hotels, tackle shops, restaurants and so on.
Andrew Douglas-Hume is the owner of a salmon fishing beat on the Tweed. He says the dry spell couldn't come at a worse time for an industry that provides over 500 jobs for the local economy.
I used to employ 2 full-time boatmen, gillies, and 2 part-time. I now only have 2 full-time. But there's also the knock-on effect on hotels, shops, bed and breakfasts, other letting accommodation. If people don't come to fish, they don't spend money here. And the consequence is bad right up and down the river, almost from Berwick right up to Peebles.
On a good fishing day, you'd normally expect to see 6 or 7 anglers out across this stretch of water, but today there's just 1 or 2. And the ground I'm walking on should actually be under 2 feet of water. Now you might think that's not unusual. Summer months means it's harder to fish, but with an average spring catch of 2,000 fish, this year's estimates are expected to be just a third of that number. Despite the lack of anglers, the condition of the salmon in the river has not been affected by the heat.
It really should be noted that biologically there is nothing wrong with the river and it hasn't altered for fish at all. And our annual surveys of the whole river system confirm that the burns are full of juvenile fish, so that the salmon are continuing to spawn to seed the next generation.
With a few clouds on the horizon, businesses that use the river hope that a downpour could be enough to keep them afloat. Jennifer Cordingley, ITV News, Coldstream.